How often do you get in your own way? I know I do, probably almost every day. I'm Kirsty Maynor, CEO of the Firefly Group, and today I want to give you a quick tool to help you get out of your own way. And it's simply to write yourself a permission slip. It sounds so simple. Remember when your kids were at school, if you're a parent, and you had to sign the permission slip to say they could go on the trip to the zoo or do something else? A permission slip is simply the permission to go ahead with something. It doesn't force you to do it. It doesn't compel it to happen. It creates the possibility for something to take place. And so often when we get caught up in our day-to-day lives, in work and at home, we create our own barriers, or we imagine that there are barriers. Let me give you an example. If I got up today and I needed to create the content for these bonus videos, and I was struggling to do it, this is a true story, by the way. Struggling to get motivated, struggling to find the right words, and really, there were a few other things I wanted to do. And I was also struggling a bit with just general life stress and pressure at the time. Recognizing how I felt, what I did was I gave myself permission to do them one at a time. I was actually getting my house ready to have it painted at the same time, and as ridiculous as it seemed, I gave myself permission to create the content for one bonus video and then move some of my houseplants from the place that was getting painted to the place they needed to be safely tucked out of the way. I do have a lot of houseplants. I think at last count I had about 30, so I'm basically building a jungle in my living room, and giving myself permission to do that task in small bite-sized way helped me to overcome what I hadn't even realized was the barrier inside my mind. In my mind, I had imagined that creating the bonus content was a big piece of work. It was going to take ages, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to sustain my energy. By giving myself permission to create the content for one bonus video, water a couple of houseplants and move them downstairs, I created the possibility for me to make the content for these videos. It might sound like something that couldn't possibly make a difference, and yet it does. I really do challenge you to give it a go. Try it out for the next 7 days. Start at the start of the day. You can use a post-it note if you want to and write, I give myself permission. Literally write it down. I give myself permission to, and then see what comes. Maybe you need to give yourself permission to go slow today. Possibly you need to give yourself permission to reach out and ask for help. Maybe you need to give yourself permission to really focus to get the job done. Try paying attention to what you need to give yourself permission for. Write it down on a piece of paper, put it in your notebook, on your computer monitor, stick it on your phone, and just see what happens. What difference does it make? And if you'd like to give us feedback and let me know, you can email us at onlinelearning@thefireflygroup.co.uk. This has been a bonus video from the Firefly Online Learning Library, and you can find out more by contacting us or visit the website. Give yourself the permission you need to be your best today.